I finally made it to Lisbon, Portugal, and in just 3 days, I discovered more flavor, feeling, and fascinating history than I ever expected. From stunning tiled buildings to steep cobblestone streets and Fado music, Lisbon surprised me in the best way. In this vlog, I'll take you through my 3-day Lisbon adventure with day trips to Sintra and Cascais. This isn't your average travel guide, here's what it's really like to explore Lisbon for the first time. After a long overnight flight from Washington, D.C. with a layover in Paris, we landed in Lisbon just before 3 p.m., jet-lagged and late for our first activity, but excited. We quickly jumped in an Uber, and in 15 minutes, we were in the heart of the city. We are so late. Ooh, everything got behind schedule, but we're trying to make this food tour. Our first taste of Lisbon was literally a taste on a local food tour. This is Kate, our local guide for the evening.
A noce is like in Spanish, a nosotros, to us, to the people.
We kicked things off with Lisbon's favorite beer, Superbock, paired with a hearty bite of bifana, a pork sandwich marinated in wine and garlic. Locals call it a go-to snack, and I could totally see why. And I'm gonna do a whole video dedicated to the food in Lisbon because it is amazing. So stay tuned and subscribe because you definitely don't want to miss it. But back to the store. Kate took us all around Lisbon and showed us all the places to eat, what to look for, as well as some popular sites. So join us as we go and get our first taste of gingia and explore the streets of Lisbon together.
Ooh, that cherry is packed. It reminds me of the college days where they used to soak fruit in alcohol for the parties, It's pretty strong, but it's really delicious. It's got a really smooth cinnamony
taste. One thing we
taste.
learned about Lisbon is that the streets are beautiful and made out of tile and cobblestone. And you are also going to get the best leg workout of your life going up and down the steep stairs. You good, hon?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, all right. Oof. Steep, steep, steep. But beautiful.
Goodness, Kevin decided to walk all the way down the stairs. That's the beginning, and we still have a little bit left to go. Come on, babe. How you feeling? Another whole flight?
Burn.
Yes. Feel the burn. No pain, no gain. I'm loving these portraits in the street showing the people who lived here. And it's extremely personal. It looks really, really good. Cannot wait to dig in. Get your first taste of bacalhau à brasa, which is the codfish.
The taste of the cucumber with the sauce is really good.
The magnificent Fado performance. Just a little taste of what you can get at Tasquina Canto do Fado. And now it's nighttime. It's about 8:30 p.m. and we still have a little bit of dessert to go. Warm and freshly baked. It should be against the law. It's so decadent, it should be illegal. It has a crispy outside, and it's like a warm custard inside. This is so good.
I could eat another one, but I don't want to be a pig.
20 out of 10. And just like that, our Eating Europe food tour is officially over. We had a lot of good things. Would you say so, hon?
Definitely.
We had delicious cod, sausage, bifana, ginja. I mean, my goodness. Samosas, the chicken in them. Everything we had was delicious, and everybody was so happy with the tour. And so I'll put Kate's information down below if you decide to come to Lisbon and you want to eat, flavorful, good stuff, not just like olives and cheese. And I've actually been on some that were not so great. Y'all have never seen them because I'm not going to show you guys anything that is subpar. But this, y'all, was a good food tour. You know it's time to put the camera away and keep on going. It's that time now.
I like that. I don't know if
catch
we
y'all
get that
tomorrow.
shit.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, everyone. We are at Cascais Cafe enjoying a nice little breakfast before our bike tour. I got mixed berry, all natural fruit juice, and then you got the pineapple?
Passion fruit.
You got the passion fruit mixed juice. I got a little egg scramble so we can get a little protein in before our bike trip. Lisbon is known as the City of Seven Hills because its neighborhoods and districts are nestled within and between a series of 7 hills. So let's tackle them the smart way, shall we? With an electric bike. Our guide Antonio led our group through courtyards, steep alleyways, hidden and scenic viewpoints most tourists never see, like this tile factory. We covered so much ground without breaking a sweat. And along the way, we passed centuries-old churches, paused at panoramic miradoros, and even zipped through Alfama's narrow maze-like streets. Lisbon's layers of history and culture were on full display, and the views unmatched. Antonio also took us to centuries-old Roman aqueducts that still stand, as well as through wonderful grassy parks, bridges, and beautiful green spaces within the city of Lisbon. It is amazing. He also shared with us that the bike lanes are well marked in Lisbon when they're there, and also took us to Avenida da Liberdade, Lisbon's luxury shopping district, right before we went to Commerce Square, an iconic location in the city of Lisbon. Covered so much ground in 3 hours, and I highly recommend a bike tour to save your legs and see the best sights that Lisbon has to offer. We breezed by the cruise ship ports and ended right back where we started, and with a glass of gingia. Anosa. And for lunch, I have the grilled fish, little salad and potato. And Han over here has the turkey.
Fried turkey.
Yep, he's got like the fried turkey with French fries and a little rice to go with it. With our bellies full, we jumped in an Uber and headed to one of the most unique activities I have ever participated in. One of the things I love to do when visiting a new destination is learn about the culture through its people and history. So we joined a powerful 3-hour walking tour focused on Lisbon's role in the transatlantic slave trade. The history shared by our guide gave depth to what's often overlooked in mainstream narratives, so let's check this out together. Our tour guide Rui is from Mozambique, and one of the motivations for this tour is that Mozambique is actually a Portuguese colony that recently gained its independence in the 70s, and so he was curious about where that all came from. So he went to undergrad in Lisbon, and then got his master's. Started off learning about the origins of colonization with the Phoenicians, and then went on to learn more about slavery.
Referred to enslaved people, and there are many theories as to the origin of the name of this alleyway. One popular belief is that at some point a cluster of enslaved people lived here.
One thing that's really clear from this tour is that Rui is for sure an academic. He has studied this topic and knows it in and out.
To North African cities, defined by narrow alleyways, corridors and dead ends, to confuse any would-be invaders, but also to keep shade and cool air during the hot summer months.
I like how at every stop, Rui is answering questions, because I was really curious. This is really opening my eyes to see that, wow, so much more to the slave trade than just the western part that, you know, impacted my family.
Standing in what used to be one of the 2 slave markets in Lisbon. This is called the Market of Alfama, or the Market of St. John or São João, as the Casa dos Bicos, the House of Spikes, and it's one of the oldest buildings in Lisbon. It's from the early 1500s.
We were learning so much on this tour, but overall, we traced routes through key neighborhoods, learned how wealth from enslaved Africans shaped Lisbon's architecture, and saw how art and monuments reflected both pride and pain.
The artist who designed these 2 illustrations was Coutinho Telmo, and he was the same artist who was the architect of the Monument to the Discoveries in Belém. Step here.
have to tell you, this was a sobering tour, but provided such great insight into the origins and impact of the slave trade that enhanced our understanding of Lisbon's past. I highly recommend Rui's tour for those who are interested in a deeper understanding of Lisbon's history, particularly regarding the slave trade's role in shaping the city and its culture. I'll link more information about this exclusive tour in the description box down below. Later, we decided to embark in more of Lisbon and Portugal's culture of Fado music with a divine Fado performance over a candlelit dinner. Between each course, Fado singers filled the room with raw emotion backed by masterful guitarists. It felt like a conversation with Lisbon's soul and a perfect way to end our second night in Lisbon. Our day started bright and early with room service at 6 a.m. and then we were out the door by 7:15 to catch a small group tour for one of the most anticipated adventures of my trip, a day trip to Sintra and Cascais, also known as the Portuguese Riviera. This is the line to get in, and it doesn't open for another half hour. So be sure to get here early because the line is literally wrapping around. When the gates opened, we were off on the hike to Sintra. There is a shuttle there for a couple of euros if you don't want to hike up the cobblestone hill, because Sintra is magical, but it's also nestled in the mountains, and it's 5 degrees cooler than Lisbon, but full of romantic architecture and misty eucalyptus-scented air. Our guide Paolo picked us up from our central spot in Lisbon, and with a small group of friendly international tourists, we made our way all throughout Sintra Palace. Sintra Palace was once the summer home of Portuguese royalty. The details here are incredible, from tiled walls to sprawling gardens. King Ferdinand II bought this place with his own money, and then after his death, his second wife sold it to the government after some pressure. But now it's a museum that is open to the public and a beautiful day trip that is just a 30-minute to an hour ride away from Lisbon. Some of these ceilings are a little low. Duck, duck, duck. Like your step. Even lower. Not only were we able to see Sintra Palace, but also the surrounding community of Sintra nearby. So let's go explore this together. So we are exploring the town of Sintra right now. It's a cute little idyllic town right outside the National Palace here, and we were just on the hill in the castle.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Really pretty, really narrow streets. There's also a famous pastry here that we have to try, our guide says. But for now, let's walk up these steep hills and see what we can find. There are so many little shops here, so many winding alleyways with a little bit of everything here. This is really good. So now let's keep on eating and then we'll keep on exploring. Cabo da Roca.
place is absolutely stunning. Look at this. Wow. Do you all see in the distance? Beautiful. This is absolutely stunning back here. I mean, I can't believe it. This is like the southernmost tip of Europe. This is, oh, you guys can just see. Look at these flies. Oh my goodness. Like, bye flies. Catch you later. You know those swarms of gnats that are really annoying and you can't really open your mouth? They're those types. Stunning background. And now we're gonna be on our way to the next location. Which our tour guide says it's like the Portuguese Riviera, and it is so true. We've seen so many luxury vehicles. It is warm, it is tropical, you've got these like white buildings, and check out these restaurants behind me. You know, it is just the place to be. There's music on the beach, there's plenty of stuff to do, things smell good. We're gonna try some seafood, which is what our tour guide Paolo recommended. But I'm really pleasantly surprised. I'll admit, when I booked this tour, I knew what Sintra was. I knew like the beautiful colored castle, but I really had zero knowledge about Cascais. Matter of fact, I actually pronounced it Cascais, like C-A-S-C-A-I-S. Cascais is about 30 to 40 minutes outside of Lisbon, so if you're interested in coming here, you do have to rent a car or, you know, go with a tour company if you don't want to drive, but it's great. I left Hun back there, so let me go back over and we're gonna be on a quest to find some decent seafood here, and we're gonna walk the town a little bit. Oh, what do you think of Cascais?
It's absolutely amazing. It is beautiful. It reminds me of Greece a lot. Just the way everything is like on point. Yeah. Colorful and bright.
Sure, it definitely gives a little Greece vibes, but I'm also getting, I don't know, maybe a little bit of LA? A little bit. Like, it's very clean. And there's so many places to like go. Oh, I see there's like a little thing down there. Want to go that way?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so let's turn around and let's go down this way. Senor Manuel, and I've got the prawns that are sauteed with chili sauce. To share, we have fries. We each got a delicious lemonade, sauteed vegetables, and Hun's prawns with a nice chipotle mayo. Cannot wait to eat. If you're looking for a really cool, fun, convenient, and small group tour from Lisbon that will take you along to see the beautiful Sintra Palace and town, as well as Cabo da Roca and Cascais, I highly recommend this tour. It was so comfortable, plus the transportation and company were phenomenal. I couldn't believe this was our last few hours in Lisbon. So we had to take the famous yellow tram up the hill to take one last breathtaking view of Lisbon before our last dinner at Oficina do Duque. Lisbon was everything I didn't expect and so much more. From the hills to the soulful Fado music and delicious pastéis de nata, it was a destination that truly surprised me at every turn. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or someone just looking for a laid-back vibe, Lisbon's charm is undeniable, and I definitely hope to come back.
My next video, I'm diving into the flavors of Lisbon with a complete food guide. We'll explore the best bites, from savory snacks to indulgent pastries, so stay tuned to find out what we ate, where we ate it at, and whether you should add these items to your Lisbon restaurant must-try list. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!